I did a full-on investigation one time, and I'm just gonna tell you about it because it's freaking hilarious. This whole story is just wild. So I'm gonna tell you about it because it is crazy. I remember this night whenever I first did this. I quite literally logged into my Facebook group that I had, like a community over there, and I went live and I broke down exactly the research that I was doing, and like I think I was recording it. I might have gone on Zoom and did a training to showcase like what it was that I was doing. I don't remember. If so, I've got to find it. It was hilarious, but I'm going to do my best today to try and show you exactly what it was that I did, because it was incredible business research, but some context here. I was out. It was nighttime. I like to sit under my twinkle light and smoke outside. So whenever I was hanging out, I got this wave of inspiration, of creativity, of just legit fucking energy that you just get inspired with, right? And it was so electric. And you know those ideas that like you have these ideas and then you just can't ignore it. Like you have to do something right now. I call that inspired action, and I literally do this all the time. I remember like I'll get out of the bathtub at nighttime and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go do some sexy time, whatever. And then I'm like, download, babe, I love you, but I have an idea. I have something, whatever, and I have to go do that. I'm sorry. We'll do this later. And he's like, it's okay. I'm like, I love that you love me. And I love that you know that I love you. Even though I gotta go. I gotta go take care of this in my head right now because it is too good. It is too good. I have a responsibility to the world to showcase my ideas and showcase my genius. That is the point. You have a responsibility to show up in the world and show what you got. Show what you've learned. You have this responsibility. I believe quite truly that if we have learned something that we think is interesting, valuable, really important, something that we as a collective have a responsibility to share that information. I fully believe that. So that's why I do what I do. I can't keep it in. Like, to my core, who I am as a person, I quite literally cannot not share what I've learned. It's who I am. It's in my DNA and my cells. It's my alchemy of my body. Okay? And it's what I'm called to do. So obviously, what am I going to do with that energy? I'm going to channel it. So let's get into the story. Okay. So I was in this process where whenever I was building my wedding company, I had to find manufacturing and all this stuff. And I was at this point where I had finished manufacturing and I was having my website redone because I needed a landing page because I was launching this brand new product. That's what I was doing. So that's what I did. And I was like, okay, well, I'm hiring a website designer. I need to do some research on the already established wedding attire sales places, like stores. Sales places. Anyway, the stores, because I want my website to be like theirs. I want it to be on the same level. I want us to be able to use it as inspiration. Okay, that is what I want, and that's going to enable my success. So I went to a bunch of different website designers, so like Penina Tornay, Vera Wang, all these places, or these people, and I looked up their websites, and I compared them to my website. So, okay, this one has this over here, and mine has this. Well, this one, not that theirs is working and mine's not, but maybe there's a reason for some of these things, so we got to think about it and wanted to analyze it. So I analyzed all these wedding designers' websites, and then I went to the actual retail stores' websites, and I looked and saw the different tabs that they had. If they were only product based, or if they sold products and services, how they showcased each of them, and I did a lot of research. And it's crazy because at this point in my life, I can look at somebody's website and know almost exactly within a minute what platform they created it on. Just because I have that much experience and I've used them all and I've built on all of them in order to finally know what platforms and stuff are great to use and which aren't, So that's what I did. I did so much research. I did all this, I think, in one night, after I had my moment of inspired action and my download outside. And I packed it all up. I was like, okay, I'm doing this research, whatever. But I came across something interesting. I noticed that on the bottom of the footer, in their little, the footer, right, all like the terms of services and privacy policy and all that stuff. One of the websites literally had an about the board, or it's like about the investors. I'm pulling it up right now because I want to do this in real time so you can see what exactly I'm talking about. I'm also supposed to be cleaning my house, so not doing that. Okay, here we go. I think I know exactly which website it is. Wait. I think it's David's Bridal. And about David's Bridal. Media and Investor is what it said. I'm like, under the About tab, Media and Investor, I have never seen a company list their investors on the website. I've seen sponsors. I've never seen investors. So I was like, oh my God, Becky, look at this thing. Like, that is what I was like, oh my God, I gotta look at this. So then I go to David's Bridal and look at this shit. Look at this, guys. Hold on. Look at this. Leadership team, investor relations, financial officer, HR, board of directors. Here we go. Got chairman. Okay. But look here. Chief Investment Officer of Scion Investment Management. And this one's Scion Investment Management. So I was like, oh my God, what is this? Now, let me give you some background, right? Remember, I'm building a wedding company. I am on a wedding retailer's website, and they have investors listed. Investors that invested in their wedding brand. I had a wedding brand. You guys, like, when I tell you I lost my fucking shit, when I tell you I went so crazy, this is absolutely wild. Look at this. Straight off of a Google search. Changing the way investors invest. Oh my God. Becky, this is crazy. Look at this. Hold on. Okay. They are redefining the way individual investors build their portfolios by doing institutional style alternative investments through innovative fund structures. Okay, you're like, okay, wait, hold on. What does that actually mean? We're going to go here. Okay, I've got to find, there's a certain page that I'm looking for, and it's important. Because I remember whenever I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I found my investors. I found my investors! I was like, oh my God. I found it. I didn't know how I was going to fund a lot of this, but I found them. Like, oh my God, incredible. So this in itself was wild. And then I did some more research, and I had found a shoe production and manufacturing company. And I want to say it was like New York or something, somewhere that I had found online through this whole entire investigation that handles distribution of products internationally around the world. I think it was like the world's largest distribution point. I was like, oh my God. Not only did I find my investors or find investors, they are not my investors. I want them to be, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so found investors for the wedding brand I was building, because they've already invested in a wedding brand. And no, I don't think it's a conflict of interest because none of them have me. And I actually am creating a product that can be sold in your investment, in your business that you invested in. Guys, are you hearing this? Like, are you actually hearing this? This was the most crazy thing in my life. So anyway, it's just so wild. Like, this is one of the crazy stories, and I can't remember what happened after that. Like, right now I'm kicking myself. I'm like, did I not send them a message about being an investor or getting a meeting? Because if I didn't, like, fuck that. I'm going to fucking do this. But I really feel like I did. There's no way I would have this idea and then not act on it. That would be crazy. But if I didn't act on it, which part of me is thinking I didn't, you guys, here's the thing. If I didn't act on it, which I don't think I did at that point, that was years ago, I'm a different person now. That's because I was so scared of success. Like, saying this out loud, going to the investors who own wedding brand, one of the largest wedding brands in the world, and saying, okay, guys, I have a product that is created specifically for the wedding industry to be sold in wedding retail stores that solves multiple problems and can absolutely be sold as a feature through your other investment company to help boost their stock price. That sounds like an absolute freaking win. And why wouldn't I have done that? I had been probably so addicted to the hard of it and the hurdles and like the fucking mountain climbing of building this brand. And I had finally gotten to the top of the mountain. I got to that next level and I fucking quit, y'all. I quit. That's crazy. See, having to sit in something like that sucks. One, sucks. But it's required. Like, this is quite literally required. And, like, you're not at the point where you can have these realizations and, like, pretend they didn't exist. Like, I quite literally could have been like, yeah, I sent in an invoice, or I sent in my proposal, and I reached out to the investors, and I never heard back, but, like, I did it. But I didn't do that. like, I actually didn't do that. Because I'm always learning. I'm always growing. I'm always seeing where we're falling back into patterns, right? And just because you fall back into patterns does not mean you are still trapped in that, right? They still happen, but now you have the awareness to see it and move on. Like, that's the difference. Once you're in this space where you understand where emotions are coming from and where feelings are coming from, it doesn't mean the feelings are going to happen, because they absolutely are. But being able to recognize it, even down the road, can lead to such substantial success. Because you have a new awareness and you can pull yourself through it. And now I can actually send an email, because it's not like I don't have all that stuff, right? I can send an email to this investment group and just see what happens. And just see. And open up a new avenue for myself. Because just because I said I stopped doing one thing does not mean I can't start back up. Bitch, I can do what I want. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Like, I can quite literally do what you want. You can do what you want, babe. Babe. You can do what you want. You do not have to ask anybody. And if we're going to be also honest with myself, I shouldn't have been comparing my website to the other ones. But I didn't. Like, I did not make my website look like any of theirs. Like, it looked completely freaking different. Yeah, it looked different. And it was me. It was so me, y'all. I have an idea. And I'm going to run with it. Because, like, why would I stop? I might have just relit a fire in me, babes. I might just fuck around and find out. I want you to go fuck around and find out. Okay. I was supposed to be cleaning my house. But goddamn, I want to sit and do this. I want to do this. I do not love anything more than sitting here and, like, thinking through this. Like, this right now is my most favorite thing to do in the world. And I sit and do it with my freaking self. I'm sitting here talking to a camera, feeling like I'm so connected to you guys, because I see myself and I feel myself in the screen and I feel myself in my body. And I know that someone is going to be on the other side of this and it's going to impact them. And I hope that's you. I want it to be you. And this is the vibe I want to have in my spaces. I do have in my spaces. This, right now, this is how we chat together. This is it. This is what it feels like to be in my energy. This is what it feels like. And in my retreat, in my mastermind, all of it, my membership, it is all this. Right here, me and you, right now. This is who you get. This is who I am. Okay, and so many people see this big flashy version of me, and that is who I am. Hello, like it is who I am. But I have this side too, and people do not see it. And that's really hard. Because it happens like this in conversations. And you give and you take, right? You feel the energy, and the story goes where it goes. You ebb and flow. Till you get to where you want to go, so you can know. How to make your business grow. See, I mean, we do freestyle raps over here. Me and my husband's gonna be impressed. I can't wait to show him that. That was so good. How fire. Okay, I don't want to go clean. This has been so good. I think I'm going to do this more often. And just vibe, y'all. You will just vibe. Look at my beautiful garden. With all the beautiful, messy toys. It doesn't get better than this. Y'all, it is a Friday at 12:37. I went walking today in a beautiful trails. I saw a deer. And, oh, it was incredible! And, well, as I came home, I made a really incredible lunch that I've also not eaten. I made sesame carrots and cucumber and a turkey sandwich. And I've got my Khalid Pandora station playing in my room. And I have a Logic station playing in the living room. And I'm supposed to be cleaning and twerking and cleaning and twerking and cleaning and twerking. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Instead I'm here. And I love it. But I don't want to go anywhere. But I need to. And you've got stuff to do. So, we will do this again. How about I talk to you? I'm going to talk to you next Friday. And we're going to come back. We're going to do this again. Okay, bye.